What does it mean to be emotionally intelligent, and why is it crucial in the workplace? Emotional intelligence, often referred to as EQ, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. In the workplace, it's the secret sauce that enables us to make sound decisions, build strong relationships, and handle high-pressure situations effectively. Now, you might wonder, how can I develop my emotional intelligence? Well, there are 9 key ways to do this, which we'll be exploring in this video. We'll start by learning about self-knowledge, then move on to practicing mindfulness, improving empathy, active listening, adaptability, and developing social skills. We'll also delve into the importance of appreciating feedback, learning about conflict resolution, and the power of reflection. Now, let's dive into the first way to develop your emotional intelligence. The journey to emotional intelligence begins with self-knowledge. A fundamental pillar of emotional intelligence lies in the realm of self-awareness. It's about recognizing and understanding your own emotions and how they impact the world around you. But before you can comprehend the ripple effect your emotions create, you must first grasp the emotions themselves. Think about the emotional reactions that surface throughout your day. How do you feel when you're handed a new project, or when a meeting doesn't go as planned? Identifying these feelings is the first step towards self-knowledge. There are several techniques to aid in this journey towards self-awareness. One helpful practice is to keep a daily log of your emotions, noting what triggers them and how you reacted. Additionally, identifying the values and principles that drive you can provide a deeper understanding of your emotional responses. Finally, defining your motivation and purpose can give context to your feelings and reactions. Remember, understanding your emotions is the first step toward managing them effectively. Emotional intelligence requires conscious regulation of your emotions. And the key to this regulation, that's mindfulness. This is all about being present in the moment, fully aware of what you're feeling and thinking. It's about noting your emotional reactions without judgment and with full acceptance. Mindfulness helps you to not just react impulsively to your emotions, but rather respond to them thoughtfully. Imagine a situation at work that sparks frustration. With mindfulness, instead of lashing out, you can recognize the emotion, understand its source, and then choose a more constructive response. So, how can you practice mindfulness? Start with simple exercises. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing. Notice what emotions surface and let them pass without judgment. Mindfulness meditation apps can be a great help in guiding you through this process. Remember, the goal isn't to control your emotions, but to understand them and manage their impact. Stay mindful, stay in control. Empathy, the ability to connect with others. This is more than just understanding how another person feels. It's about sharing their emotional experience and seeing the world through their eyes. Empathy is a key component of emotional intelligence, as it allows us to build deeper, more meaningful relationships. But how do we develop empathy? First, practice understanding others. This means not just hearing their words, but truly comprehending their perspectives. It involves active listening, paying attention to nonverbal cues, and resisting the urge to judge or dismiss their feelings. Speaking of judgment, it's crucial to suspend it when practicing empathy. We all have different experiences that shape our views and reactions. Instead of viewing someone's response as right or wrong, try to understand why they might feel the way they do. Finally, put yourself in the other person's shoes. This doesn't mean assuming what you would do in their situation, but rather imagining how they must feel. Empathy is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It's more than a skill. It's a way of connecting, understanding, and enriching our interactions with others. Listen to understand, not to respond. This nugget of wisdom underpins the concept of active listening, a crucial skill in the realm of emotional intelligence. Active listening transcends the act of merely hearing words. It demands full engagement, a conscious effort to soak in the essence of what's being communicated. Active listening is not about formulating your next argument or waiting for your turn to speak. It's about immersing yourself in the other person's perspective, validating their feelings and experiences. It's about creating a safe space for open dialogue, where the speaker feels heard, valued, and understood. This practice fosters empathy by forcing us to step outside of our own experiences and into the shoes of another. It builds connection by demonstrating respect and validation for the speaker's perspective. And it cultivates trust, as it signals that we value the speaker's thoughts and feelings. Remember, active listening is an act of kindness. Emotional intelligence requires flexibility. It's about being adaptable, being able to adjust your emotions and reactions to suit the situation at hand. It's like being a chameleon, blending into different environments while maintaining your essence. Adaptability in emotional intelligence is about self-regulation. It's about using your awareness of your own emotions and those of others to react appropriately. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather managing them in a way that fits the situation. So, how can you practice adaptability? First, recognize that change is a constant. Embrace this fact and see it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. Next, keep an open mind. Be open to new ideas, new ways of doing things, and new perspectives. Finally, be proactive. Don't just react to change, but anticipate it and plan for it. Remember, being adaptable doesn't mean being wishy-washy. It means being resilient and able to deal with whatever comes your way. Stay flexible, stay emotionally intelligent. Applying emotional intelligence in the workplace requires social skills. You see, social skills are like the oil that keeps the machinery of your professional life running smoothly. They help you to understand, navigate, and influence the social environment around you. Let's start with group dynamics. Understanding group dynamics is pivotal. It's about recognizing the attitudes, behaviors, and interactions within a team. It's about being able to read the room, to see the unseen, and to understand the undercurrents that flow beneath the surface of group interactions. Then we have communication. Effective communication isn't just about what you say, but how you say it. It's about being assertive without aggression, being clear without being blunt. It's about expressing your needs while respecting the needs of others. In essence, social skills are the practical application of your emotional intelligence. They allow you to leverage your self-awareness and empathy to foster better relationships and collaborations. Utilize your emotional intelligence to communicate and collaborate effectively. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. It's a meal that enriches our growth and development, especially in a professional setting. Let's delve into the significance of appreciating feedback as a crucial aspect of emotional intelligence. Consider feedback as a mirror, reflecting our actions and behaviors from a perspective we might not see. It's not always easy to accept, especially when it challenges our self-perception. However, developing a positive attitude towards feedback, even when it stings, is an essential step towards improving emotional intelligence. Start by acknowledging the effort someone has put into providing feedback. It's an act of assistance meant to foster your growth. Next, listen attentively. Without rushing to defend yourself, it's about understanding, not winning an argument. Then take time to process the information, reflect on it, identify areas for improvement, and formulate an action plan. Emotionally intelligent individuals view feedback not as criticism, but as an opportunity for self-improvement. So the next time you receive feedback, embrace it. Remember, feedback is a gift. Emotional intelligence paves the way for effective conflict resolution. It's in the heat of disagreements where our emotional intelligence is truly put to the test. The ability to navigate conflicts effectively while maintaining respect for all parties involved is a hallmark of high emotional intelligence. At the core of conflict resolution is empathy. It's about understanding the perspectives, feelings, and needs of others, even when they diverge from your own. Rather than pushing for your own viewpoint, seek to understand where the other person is coming from. Ask open-ended questions, listen actively, and validate their feelings. Remember, validation isn't about agreeing, it's about acknowledging the legitimacy of their emotions. Moreover, emotional intelligence equips us with the ability to manage our own emotions during conflicts. It's normal for tempers to flare in the heat of disagreement, but it's crucial to prevent these emotional responses from dictating our actions. Instead, practice self-regulation. Take a moment to breathe, calm your emotions, and respond rather than react. Another pillar of emotional intelligence that's key in conflict resolution is assertive communication. It's about expressing your viewpoint respectfully and honestly, without undermining the feelings or opinions of others. An assertive communicator can state their needs and boundaries clearly, while also remaining open to compromise. Now let's shift our focus to reflection. When in doubt, reflect. Reflection is a powerful tool that aids in the development of emotional intelligence. It helps us gain insight into our emotional responses, understand our triggers, and identify areas for improvement. After a conflict, take the time to reflect. What emotions did you feel? How did you manage those emotions? Were you able to empathize with the other person? Did you communicate assertively? Reflection isn't about self-criticism, it's about self-improvement. Use it as an opportunity to learn from your experiences and grow your emotional intelligence. Remember, emotional intelligence is a journey, not a destination. Keep reflecting, keep learning. As we navigate through our professional lives, conflicts and disagreements are inevitable, but with emotional intelligence, we can turn these challenging situations into opportunities for growth and connection. Keep honing your emotional intelligence skills, and you'll be well equipped to handle any conflict that comes your way.